It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together to talk about all things sports. Of course, I am J-Stogs, the buff nerd. Let's go. Gamer tag, barrel sword. And I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why the show is called what it is. Yes, thank you. Big Game James. What up, dude? How you feeling?
Man, what's going on, dog?
I'm feeling good, man. I know a little rushed, but you know what? Made it in here. We're in here for the cast. A lot of great stuff to talk about. So yeah, feeling good. Feeling good.
What, man? You're looking good. I can see that you got a little buff nerd cut.
Hey.
And your little your goatee getting a little bushier and everything else, dog. Look at you.
Man. Hey, healthy living, bro. Healthy living, man. That's the way to go, man. That's the way you do. That's the way you do. Look at what you're eating, and you know, this is a temple. You only have one.
I'm going to start treating mine like a temple one day. Right now, I'm just treating it like a storage locker for bad food. I got to get on it, because every time I say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna start doing right,"
you can do it. It ain't shots right.
That little devil on my shoulder just be like,
"Nah, you should have hit that." Oh, damn, that's what you should have hit.
Hey, if you saw what I ate at school today, you would have said, yeah, for real, it was bad, dog. You know, it's Teacher Appreciation Week, man.
There you go. To all the teachers out there, thank you so much for what you do. Game, definitely. Coaches are inclusive of that. Administrators are inclusive of that. Thank y'all for taking these kids, because Lord knows we ain't. It's that part.
Hashtag FDK.
And make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast, as we always are looking to grow. Of course, you know, you can always contribute to Buy Me a Coffee, Big Game James. Make sure that you search for that. That is there. That will help this cast grow. Again, whenever you want to listen to the podcast while you're working out, in the truck, in the car, or just leisurely as the weather starts to warm up, you can check us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast platform.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. So I think I've done everything.
Hey, man, you did a very good job of finessing that. And also, if you're on YouTube looking for the show now, you may not see Big Game Sports Buzz. You may see BGSE Network.
There you go. And what does that stand for?
Big Game Sports and Entertainment Network.
Okay,
BGSE. Yeah. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, smash that bell. And it is where sports and entertainment collide.
Look at that. I like how we did that.
Yeah.
Came together for
hey,
that.
but there's still a Big Game Sports Buzz out there too. But hey, that BGSE, that's what, if you subscribed already and you like, hey man, I can't find Big Game Sports, it's BGSE Network now.
You're already subscribed. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Just make sure you hit that bell though, so that you know you get your notifications when any BGSE, see there, BGSE podcast and/or show or anything is on, because we do have Big Game Sports Buzz on Tuesdays. Wednesdays we have the Chop Shop, which will definitely it's going to be crazy. Thursdays we have Two Birds, One Show. I got Dieter and Ricky T up in Philly, New Jersey, talking East Coast sports, Philly sports in particular, and of course the craft beer, which we getting on down here. You know, it's something like
they don't put a pinky up with craft beer, I'm sure. But
It feels like it sometimes. It feels like it sometimes. And hey, guess what? Blurted 2 came on this past Saturday, and there promises to be another episode this Saturday.
I was pleasantly surprised. It was awesome. If y'all, if you got a little bit of nerd in you and like sci-fi anime, y'all need to check out Blurted 2. I will say J-Stogs did a great job with that and incorporating some fatherly love with his daughter. Yeah, I can't say it. I was gonna say daughter with Karamakaz. They kicked it off. They held it down.
Karamakaz, we definitely did. So we're gonna be looking to do more things. We're gonna be talking about Marvel Universe and some things that are going on in the DC Universe and DCEU. Of course, Flash is coming out, and the Volume 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy just hit this past weekend. So I'm going to sneak off and watch that without the family so I can enjoy it. So we're going to talk about that, and it'll be fun. So, yeah, make sure that you join Saturday, probably around 11:30 or so, whenever she wakes up. It's all on her because she's
a team. It goes down like that.
It does. Hey, speaking of teens, that's a perfect segue. Let's get into these 4 downs and let's get to that first one. So tonight we are definitely hitting our 4 downs as per usual. Of course, our old hell no. James snuck this in the middle now for one gotta go instead of the end when no one really cares.
Hey man, put it at the end. It's all good. I just thought it would break it up. I don't want it to try to overlap and take away from that top 5 because I got a question for you. I know we gotta do what we gotta do with these 4 downs.
Yes, sir.
What the hell happened to you this weekend to come up with this top 5, bro?
Man, we'll talk about that when we get to the top 5.
I think you watched a certain movie. Dog. All right, cool.
We're gonna go to keep it on the court, of course, because of playoffs, and we have top 5 animals you wouldn't want to fight. So keep that in your mind. Top five animals you would not want to fight. We said, speaking of teens, in our first 4th down, Brony James commits to USC and will make nearly $6 million in NIL. Are we surprised by this?
Everyone's making a big deal, Jay, and I think it's only because I took the social media to kind of see reactions of people. And first and foremost, man, college athletes deserve to get paid. So why is it now there's a lot of people hating on Brony James just because he's the son of LeBron James and they're saying that he's already rich? But like Shaq like to say, my kid's not rich, I'm rich. Brony James not rich, LeBron James is rich.
There you go.
Yeah, does he want for anything? Nah. But the deal is set to the deal. The NIL is set up in place for college athletes to capitalize on their name, their image and likeness. You can see it now that Fast 10 has come out. Bronny has a Kia commercial. He's still in high school. One of the biggest NIL deals of all athletes, right? But let me ask you this, and the reason I even want to talk about it, Jay, people are really locking in and saying, I've heard people say that he sucks, that he's overrated. He's only getting this and the opportunity to even play at USC because of LeBron. Now he's the 17th ranked. The 17th or he's ranked anywhere from 17 to 23 in the country.
Right.
Do you think that is strictly based off of his dad, or have you watched him play enough?
I've watched him play, and I think that the problem here is this. With the exception of maybe of Steph Curry, right? Most kids, if your father is great, like, hey, did you know that Michael Jordan had kids that played basketball? And guess what? Because their father was Michael Jordan, everyone said, oh, you should be better. And the reality was they weren't, because he was just better, right? Guess what? Walter Payton had a son that played football. Was he Walter Payton? No, because Walter Payton was great. Emmitt Smith has several sons. And guess what? They're not as great as Emmitt Smith, but they were good in their own right. They
Right.
did what they did. Bronny he's not the same size. He's not the same. I mean, he is
Not
not
the
his
same
father,
position.
not the same position. So let him play his position. Let him play how he plays.
Gotcha.
From there.
Right.
So my thing was, I guess I was more surprised. The deal is the deal. I was surprised about USC. That's what surprised me. And I get he's a California kid, but USC.
Think about it, man. It's easy though to stay. You're right there in Southern Cal. Now we have said on this show and other shows that Bronny's going to be one and done, right?
Yeah.
So why pack up and move all the way across the country to Columbus, Ohio, to be there for 1 year when you can just you could just kind of stay in Southern California, move some things to campus if you're staying on campus, which I'm sure he probably will. And then when it's time for you to, enter the draft, if that's what you can do after 1 year of school, it's just an easy transition. So I think SC does make sense, and maybe also it lined up right with the NIL to where it made the most sense as well.
Sure. I'm sure the NIL part of it definitely did. And I think that's a major part of him going to SC, because he could have gone to UNC, could have gone to Duke. He could have gone to UConn, because here's the thing that we can talk about. And I saw this tweet actually, where it was saying, hey, have you realized that UConn has 3 championships or 4 championships over 3 different coaches over 20, 25 years or so? That program, that's a program that has sustained over time, despite the coaching changes, despite the other things that have happened.
They won with Jim Boeheim. They won with Kevin Ollie as a coach, and they won this year with one of the Hurley brothers as a coach. So yeah, I give them that. But this is the question. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that, if we're talking about elevating your game and understanding where it can go to the next level, yes, you got your dad. I get that. And you've been around NBA talent your whole life. But we're talking about, what are you going to do?
Okay.
So, I yield at that point.
Well, my whole point is, and just one of the things I asked, I know we've talked about NIL on several occasions.
Yeah.
Now you being, a college student when you play, not a college athlete, right?
Right.
Do you look at it to where, man, this is getting ridiculous? Why are they giving all these kids this much money? Have you ever thought about it like that?
Not at all. Because as much as I tried to be a college athlete, I was a little bit, but the thing was this, I got it because a lot of my friends played ball, or they ran track, or, so I saw the struggles that they had to go through, as far as, well, they can't do this, or they can do this, they can do this. If you play chess, man, you can do whatever you want to. It don't matter. People can give you money all day. But if you play football and somebody from a dealership said, hey, come work for me, you got to claim this and claim that, and you can only have so much. And I mean, dude, when you have kids that are stealing because they want to have a little bit more, because they may not be able to get from their parents what others may,
right,
or whatever the case may be. So no, get the bag. Hey, Nick, well, how much does Nick Saban make a year?
Well, $9 million now, I think it is.
Something like that, yeah. 9-10 million.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never mad.
What are you doing?
I'm never mad. Huh?
No. What he doing?
Right. Anyway, man, we just had to talk about it. We can keep this thing moving, man. Let's get on the second down.
Second down. NFL schedule changes. The NFL is putting out their schedule this Thursday.
Right.
Some things will be changing this year, though.
Hey man, this was kind of crazy when this thing Adam Schefter dropped the key big changes. So
Yeah.
Thursday they're gonna we know what divisions are playing each other this year.
Right.
Like the NFC South has the AFC South,
Right.
and they have the NFC, not the West. I think it's the NFC. It's not the East either. It's got to be. Is it the North? Green Bay, Chicago. Yeah, I think it's the North because y'all had the North last year. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's cool. So now we'll know what days they play those teams. But some of the changes that came out that kind of caught my eye, I was like, okay. So now this year, the NFL will have a game on Black Friday. So we got Thursday night football that changed to 3 games on Thanksgiving. Now they're
Right.
going to add a game on Black Friday.
Man.
Games will no longer belong exclusively to networks. Now, Jay, I
Right.
don't know if this bothers you or not, but I'm kind of an old dude now, and from playing the game of football in the NFL, my brain's a little bad. Sometimes I liked when I knew that Fox had the NFC.
The NFL, yeah, they have the NFC
Yeah,
games.
you know what I'm saying? And CBS had the AFC.
AFC games. Yep.
I didn't have to guess. The Buccaneers on. Let me find Fox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
exactly.
Kansas City Chiefs on. Let me go to CBS. Now it's whatever. And I think they're doing that because they're bringing in Fox and Amazon, all this other stuff.
Yes.
So now there's no more exclusive games. Those games can be on any of the networks. Teams can play on Thursday night football more than once now. So first it was like Thursday night football, you couldn't have more than one in a season.
Right.
They want to try to share the wealth. But at the same time, who want to watch, the Tennessee Titans on Thursday night football?
Well, and I think that it's that part of you would watch Detroit and Tennessee, or you would, you know what I'm saying? Like you would watch, like no one wanted to watch those teams. Now, if you had every now and again, you would, like, I think Dallas played twice on Thursday only because of the Thanksgiving game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was the only reason why they played twice. I think it was kind of the same with Detroit, maybe. I know Dallas had 2 Thursday games.
Right.
But this is a money grab. And again, this is the NFL saying, oh, we care about players when clearly you don't, because, and you can talk to this. If you are playing on Monday night, because I think there was one week where they had like a late Sunday game, and then there's a team that had to turn around and play Thursday.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to have that. There's the body, the brain, obviously the body, but it's too much.
Yeah.
And you add in an extra game.
Yeah, and not every team is going to have a primetime game, which I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
every team doesn't deserve to be a primetime game. If you a 3-14 kind of team, your ass don't deserve to play past 1 p.m. And you need to play the first game and be the first thing off in the daytime.
I think soccer has a good system in relegation. Look, if you are 3 and 15, 3 and 14, then you're not going to be on prime time. You got to get your record up, and then we'll put you on prime time. Right? You go to relegation. That's what you do. And that's how it is. Now, that means it's a little bit harder to get your money, but you know what? We're sharing the wealth, none of all this other crap that they're talking about. But no, send them to relegation. You can play on a Thursday when nobody's watching, and then we move from there. But I'm not going to watch Thursday. And then there's
you're not watching Thursday night football anymore?
No.
I think you're lying, because if the Dallas Cowboys playing, you watch. So is that your exception?
I'm watching. That's always my exception, because Dallas is the show. People can hate it. Bro.
Dallas is the what?
Dallas is the show. Out of the top 5 games viewed this past season, How many do you think Dallas had? Be honest.
2. Okay, 3.
4. 4.
They have 4 of the top 5 games viewed this year.
4 of the top 5 viewed games.
All right, man.
This
I mean,
year.
I'm not arguing with you with that. We know people tune in to watch the Cowboys. Like you say, people tune in just to watch them lose.
They do.
Now,
But they
J-Stogs,
tune in.
I know we got to keep going. We can't get hung up on this, but this is a big deal. So they said the reason that they let the networks kind of open it up was that boring games were getting caught on certain networks that they had to play. So with the blackouts and all this other stuff. So now supposedly having it where games can be changed from network to network will give us the better matchups. But
so they say no more blackouts?
But you don't know that beforehand, and it's still somebody go, I'm just telling you, I'm just reading it. Don't
I
shoot
hear
the
you.
messenger.
Yeah.
But
No.
I don't know how much I buy it. Needless to say, don't shoot me for reading this shit. You know what I'm saying? We know the Black Friday is to capitalize on people being off that day of Thanksgiving, and definitely try to do it. Now I'll say this: are you excited to see the matchups in the games Thursday night, or no? That's what you're saying. You're not gonna watch.
I'll have to see the matchups.
Like, damn, game. Why you ask me that?
I have to see the matchups, to be honest with you. But like, if it's an NFC East game, more than likely I'll watch it. If it's not, more than likely I won't. I'll find something.
I mean the schedule selection show on Thursday. Do you have any plans on watching that at all?
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Okay,
I'm
glad you kept it. Thank you for keeping it all the way 100 with me, dog.
Oh yeah, no, I'll watch that because I'll be somewhere, and I'm sure my phone will be with me. But yeah, as far as those Thursday games,
I got it.
Let's get to this third down, man.
I mean,
this is one.
Is this the FIFA one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go read this because I'm interested as hell with this. I really am, dog.
So here's what's going on, and I'm gonna read it just as I have it here. Women athletes are complaining about the likeness on video games, specifically on the latest FIFA game. The question is this: is this a legit argument, or should they be grateful? And let me give a caveat here. There have been a couple of females, one in particular that's been pretty outspoken. She's an American player. She's mixed race, but that doesn't matter. And the thing is that she's saying is that so she complained that, okay, you got my neck tattoo and my bandana, but I'm a little bit too chesty. They made her too chesty, or that some of the women are bald.
Okay, can I ask this question real quick?
Sure, go for it.
And if I offend any woman soccer player that's on this game,
right?
Does it really? I mean, is she busty in real life?
I mean, she has a nice figure. I ain't gonna lie. She
just copied that and put it in a digital format, right?
They did. They really kind of did, man. And
so, okay, let me ask this, Jay. Do you think she would rather be flat chested on the game instead of having to be too voluptuous? Am I using the right word? Without being without being nasty sounding,
without being crass.
I'm trying to sound educated and not so.
Without being crass.
Without being so brash around the edges. I'm a little rough sometimes. My wife said I'm a little rough.
That's all right. I know you. You good folk. So, and that's why I put the question: is this a legit argument, or should they just be grateful?
No.
Because as I read the tweets,
be happy you won the game.
that's what's being said.
Because if there's no game, now you're complaining. Well, they have a men's version, but they don't have our version. Now I'm not saying like the digital designers and architects and creators of this game don't need to take into account. But do you know how hard it's got to be to try to give? I bet it's a whole lot easier when you got to try to make them pixels to form breasts than you do just a little chest on the male character in the video game, right? Like,
right.
I don't think nobody intentionally like, man, we're gonna give her way more boobs than she got for real. Like, I don't think that was the case, bro. I just something's got to give. I don't know how you handle this and keep it all the way 100 and keep it real and make everybody, because no one's ever gonna be happy with everything. That's just like back in the day, my rating on Madden. I was like, and you couldn't appeal ratings back then. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell got me rated this? I'm gonna kick somebody's ass. It's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. At the end of the day, guess what? When I was able, my boys coming up, and I was able to put that video. Hey, Dad, you're on a video game. It's cool. You look back at it. They put it in like that was something that was big for them, and that was big for me. So everything else is irrelevant. So I don't, me personally, and and I asked my wife this later because she was an athlete, and I wonder how she would feel if they gave her a little bit more cakes than she thought she should have on the video game. I'm mad.
Oh my God. So if you're curious, the young woman's name is Sydney LaRue. And
Sydney
again,
LaRue.
Sydney LaRue. She's one of the main ones that's complaining about it. And again, she's not the only one, but she's one of the big ones. And Jess Fishlock, Janine Becky, Madison Hammond, they shared messages about, hey, we don't like how we look. If you saw 2K, NFL 2K, NBA 2K, like in the early stages, live, it was pretty awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
It'll get better.
You talking about early days when it first came out?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, pixelation and stuff. Oh my God, it was atrocious.
It gets better. It gets better.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mrs. LaRue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they followed the model pretty good here.
Pretty well, didn't they? Didn't they though? And check that out for yourself, Sydney LaRue. Hey, see if they got her likeness. Look at the FIFA 23 and look at what she has, and there you go.
Well, boys and girls, thank you again for tuning in to Big Game Sports Buzz, now part of the BGSE network. I mean, this is. I'm glad you put it on here because I just wanted to get you, because you always do a great job when you find like that odd down, like that's J-Stogs finds the down that's like on the boundary side of the field, like it's the short side of the field. It's between like the 15 and the 20, and it's like. The down of distance is short. You don't know whether you should go for it or punt. That's the down he found. Like it's that awkward down. It's just hard to like. Damn, we run toss to the to the boundary well sometimes, but it's short. Yeah, I don't. Hey man, it is what it
34,
is.
Yeah.
Sydney LaRue, girl, hey, you are a phenomenal athlete. You look like you have a great family. Let's celebrate the fact that there's a video game you're on, and let's just make a suggestion that they get it a little bit better next time. And I'm sure they're working on that.
How they do that?
It
looks great to me. So let's get into this fourth down.
Okay,
let's get into this fourth down. Now that Aaron Rodgers is gone. Is it easier to, and I put root for Green Bay, but maybe not dislike Green Bay as much now that he's in New York? Because it's easy to hate New York, everything about New York, especially the Jets.
AJ, when you sent me this, I said, you know what? Not everyone hated Aaron Rodgers. You know why?
Everyone did.
Because he used to be a cowboy killer.
This is true. This is very, very true.
For a person that used to be a hater, as you would describe, and like to see the Cowboys lose, I didn't dislike Aaron Rodgers for Green Bay. I dislike the politics of him stringing people along later in his career in Green Bay. So him being in New York, I don't think I necessarily cheer for Green Bay more now that he's gone.
Yeah.
But I do feel like now I don't like New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he made me feel that way later on in his career. Like, you know what? I see why people didn't like you. But for certain times, certain teams, I was like, yeah, he beat certain teams. And nah, I'm just playing dog about your Cowboys and him beating you because he came down to
he
Tampa
did.
and got us in the game. We should have won this year.
No, yeah, no. I get that, but no, he has. They say that AT&T Stadium is the the Death Star, the building that Jerry built. No. Aaron Rodgers has he has a stake in that building because he has made lots of memories in there, inclusive of Super Bowls. So, I am well aware of that. But I thought about this because I said, how do I feel about Green Bay right now? And I don't have as much, I won't say hatred, but it's like, okay, it's Green Bay. This seems though to be a part of their legacy because this happened with the quarterback before him, with Brett Favre. He did the same thing.
He did, but it was he didn't ask for New York like Aaron Rodgers did, though. Am I right? Did Brett Favre
he asked
ask
for
for
Minnesota. He asked for Minnesota.
That's right. He went to Minnesota before he went to New York, didn't he?
Because he wanted to play Green Bay. He was very upset with Green Bay because they went and got Aaron Rodgers.
Man, I hate this comparison, but damn, I don't even know how to respond to that, bro.
We call that setting a precedent, right? This is common. So this is what they've done. They did it with Brett Favre. Now they do it with Aaron Rodgers. And if Jordan Love is that dude, then we'll see this in, about 10 years or whoever else they bring in.
So damn, you say they start trends, huh?
This is a trend. The first time, okay, it happened, but the second time, yeah, if it happens the third time, this is legacy. This is history.
This can't happen a third time. It can't.
We said that the first time. Oh, this will never happen again. Aaron Rodgers is a different dude.
I guess you're right. It will.
And what's crazy is the people own the team. Own the team.
Yeah, I know that part. They have no cheerleaders.
Right.
The people own the team.
Right.
And it's in the middle of a neighborhood. Like
exactly. So
yeah, it's a little different there in Green Bay, buddy. It's okay though.
It is, but it does make you say one thing though. At least gives you a phrase.
Oh, it sure does.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
Look, let's make this real quick because this is something that everyone has seen. When we look at stuff throughout the week and it makes us say, oh, hell no. The shove heard or seen around the world. Nikola Jokic, look, he shoves the owner of the Suns, right? Okay. He legit shoved him. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a flop. Here's two things. Well, here's the first thing. My oh hell no is on both of them. Okay? It's on both of them. First of all, why are you going in the crowd to get the ball? You literally stepped off the court, way off the court, and you grabbing the ball. Why?
He was trying to say clock, man. He was trying to say the clock.
Let the officials take care of it. Okay. There was a Suns player that was down, that was pushed down. Let the ref take care of it. Here's the other part. Why is the Suns owner holding on to the ball? Was this
he gripped it and pulled it to his waist?
Like
it's my ball. I'm going home.
Damn. And then when he tried to grab it, he was like, oh, what are you doing? Like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? So
money makes people do things that they wouldn't normally do, Jay.
Craziness. Hey, let the ball go. Help your son's player up. And we move on. And Nikola Jokic, stay on the court, my guy. Don't go off of the court. Okay? Now, when Gordon was inbounding the ball, there was two guys in cowboy hats that were just like blatantly yelling at him. To me, that's a tech. Or, hey, let's get these guys out of there, because to me, again, I get it, crowd, blah, 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 whatever. Don't yell at them dudes in his ear, man. It's
right.
Go sit down somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, that's my old hell no.
Yeah, man,
Both of them get it.
That's a good one, man. And I just got and not to talk about, just one team, one person, but I gotta say my oh hell nah is Jordan Poole for the Golden State Warriors, who straight went. They put an APB out for him yesterday because he had 0 points, and here it is. He's supposed to be the next young, second coming of something in the Bay Area, and he didn't show up at all. And I got to take my hat off. I know we're gonna talk about him, keep it on the court. I got to tip my hat to the LA Lakers, man, for coming out and playing ball at the right time.
Yeah, I mean that. Right now, you're seeing on social media, a lot of social media, that there's something going on with Kuminga and Poole. Poole is trash, blah, blah, blah. Look, man, he had an off night. The worst part is that's not the time you need to have an off night.
That's off the whole series, though, Jay.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been non-existent.
Yes.
In game one, when he had a chance to take a shot to win it, he tried to shoot the shit from the logo until half a dribble up and get a better shot. Your basketball IQ has got to be, man, hold on. We're going to keep it on the court. But first, what we going to do next, man? You want to change the order? You want to keep it?
No, keep it what it is, man. We put it in there. Come on, y'all. This one got to go. Let's do it. Did I introduce it right?
Yeah, you said one got to go. Let's do it.
One got to go.
You didn't even say everybody hates this.
Everyone does. They do. They really do.
Well, Jay, keeping in the tradition and style of NBA basketball.
Yeah.
What if one of these iconic NBA coaches had to go?
Okay.
Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, Red Auerbach, Greg Popovich. And I almost didn't put Red on here, but I know you like going back to the classics sometimes. I put Red Auerbach on there just for you. I was going to put Steve Kerr.
Yeah, because Steve Kerr would have been easy.
Really?
Okay. Oh yeah, for sure. Greg Popovich, man.
Whoa! What?
And I'll say it like this.
You want to get rid of the creator of Hack-a-Shack?
I'm going to say it like this, man.
Uh-huh. What was that Don Nelson that created Hack-a-Shack?
I think that was Don.
It was Don? Okay.
It was Don.
Go ahead.
Pat Riley and Phil Jackson won championships with different teams.
Right.
Red Auerbach innovated basketball to, I won't say the modern era, but he took it from what it was to what it was at that point up until you saw Magic and Bird.
Okay.
And Magic and Bird elevated, and then Jordan elevated from there.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. I mean, he created a dynasty. Pop, yes. I get it. He's a great coach, and this is very, very difficult. But if I said, look, I'm a GM, I'm an owner, I'm a GM, and I got to start my franchise with one of these coaches, those are the three. Pop, you got to go. Sorry.
Damn. I mean, looking at it like that, it's hard to argue with you.
Buff Nerd, let's go.
Buff Nerd has done something that doesn't happen often. He stumped Big Game James.
Just saying.
I think you're correct. Phil Jackson and Pat Riley, what they've done, remarkable. The way they did it, different times they did it.
Yep.
Red Auerbach is just a legend.
Hmm.
And to win the amount of championships he did, I think it's hard to get rid of him. I first was going to say Red Auerbach and
Sure.
and keep Greg Popovich, but Popovich started this load management shit. So yeah, just for that, bye. All right, cool.
Oh,
Good job, Jay. See, that wasn't too bad, man.
That was
painless.
I mean, Pop is still great in his own right, but yeah, if I had to choose, that was it.
All right.
So now it's time to go ahead and let's keep it on the court. And folks, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this cast. And of course, and I just saw Big Games Byline, and yes, please keep Allen, the city of Allen, in your prayers. Those that were tragically gunned down in the mall this past weekend. Please, please, please keep them in your prayers, that city and that whole town and everyone in the surrounding areas.
Man, Jay, that hurts, man, because that's 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
My wife was there the day before shopping.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And my kids go there all the time. And my mother-in-law works over there. So it just I thank God that that none of us are there, and then my heart just hurts for those people that lost their lives. So shout out to everybody in Allen, Texas, and those family members that have to go through this tough time right now. Just want y'all to know that everyone here at BGSE Network is praying for you, for sure. Praying for you.
Yeah, that's without a doubt. All right, so let's keep it on the court. Let's get in this thing. First one, is the moment too big for the Celtics coach?
Well, Jay, matter of fact, did they lose tonight?
Let me see.
Philly was up when we started watching. Philly was up by like 10. But the reason I say that, they had a chance to come back and get a good shot off this past on Sunday, and he did not call a timeout. He let them run down. They passed the ball around. Marcus Smart gets a shot off. He hits it, but the shot hit way too late. He missed. He made the shot, but it was poor clock management. And to me, this situation is damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you call the timeout and you miss, it's like, oh, you killed the momentum. If you don't call the timeout and they hit the shot, you look like the hero. But because you didn't call the timeout and they ran out of time, you look like a bonehead. And the thing is, other adjustments are being made by Doc Rivers. And now sometimes some people are saying, is this moment too big for Missoula?
And they did win. Philly did win.
Philly won again tonight too?
Yeah. Philly won 115-103.
Wow. So now Philly's up
apparently,
3-2, right?
Yeah, and apparently Embiid showed up. And so the other part of it too was, Celtics were losing while Embiid was not playing his best. Now, and Harden was stepping in. You had some other players, but mainly it was Harden doing his thing. Now, if you have Harden and Embiid showing up playing hard, man, dude, this series. I mean, what's crazy is Celtics were the odd, they were going to win it all. That's basically what everyone was saying, myself included. Hey, so who can beat Boston?
Right.
Look how close they were last year. They just needed the hunger. They got a taste of it. Now they're gonna every year it's tough. And shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo, who said, hey man, every year, you don't make it every year. You don't make it every year. It's hard to do. And they're on the cusp of losing, of not making it. And they, and usually if you win game 5, you win the series.
Yeah.
When you come down to best of 3, that's it.
Damn. Moment too big. The moment too.
It may be too big. It might be, but I also have to look at the players and say, "Hey, you've been here before. You know what to do. This isn't your first rodeo."
Right. That's
Let's
true too.
let's batten down the hatches and let's go. They may come back in Game 6 because they do have some veterans on that team, that have been to the finals. They're
Right.
gonna have to step up.
But doesn't that just still make it a lot tougher? I mean, to put yourself behind the eight
Oh
ball.
yeah.
in this
Oh yeah,
situation.
absolutely.
Hey man, it's like I said, it's good parody, not parody. What's the word I'm looking for? NBA basketball, playoff basketball this
Yeah.
year, and the teams that you thought didn't have a chance are winning series. Because like I know it's another point we're gonna talk about here in a second. So let me slow myself down before I get ahead of the gun. Before I jump the
No,
gun.
you're right though. Parity. There's parity in the league, and it's good because we are about to talk about some of those things. Next thing, Warriors sit Peyton in the fourth and lose a close game. Now, Gary Payton the fourth he's emerged
Gary
as
Payton the second.
second. I'm sorry.
I know we should have sat in the fourth. They kind of just. Oh.
Gary Payton Jr. Has emerged as, to me, a great defensive stopper and a guy that can, he can shoot the ball, but you want him in there for defense. And Walker went off in the fourth quarter, scoring 15 points. So their bench got them through this game. I mean, we could talk about bonehead plays. Was this one of those that Steve Kerr messed up on?
I mean, a lot of people. I mean, I just said Jordan Poole's my oh hell no, and a lot of people are blaming Jordan Poole for not showing up in the Lakers' loss. But I think having some of the momentum and the way Gary Payton Jr. was playing, he needs to play some in the fourth. Not just that. When the hell did it just become a norm to shoot threes and pass up wide open layups?
Bro.
Like low contested, high percentage shots were getting passed up to shoot 3-pointers. And it came to bite the Warriors in the butt in Game 4. And now to me, my son's a Warriors fan. He's like, well, we made history before, Dad. We can do it again. I'm like, man, I'm about to put a fork in y'all. The Lakers won this. I said Golden State had to even it up last night to win this series. They did not.
Yeah.
Now I just think the Lakers got it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they've made this type of history, 3-1, down 3-1.
Right.
This is tough. And it's not to say that they can't, because again, I never discount the Warriors because they can shoot lights out.
Right.
But the problem with that is that when you can't, even, despite having a triple-double from Steph Curry, everybody else was not there. They didn't put in enough.
Right.
And so what you saw was the Lakers bench and the Lakers others put in enough. The reality is that LeBron is not playing LeBron-esque type basketball.
Right.
Right. He's not taking over the whole game, but he's taking over when he needs to. He's doing the thing. One of the things that's frustrating me about him is he's settling for threes. Way too many threes.
Maybe he just don't have the energy to drive.
And you're exactly. You might be right on the point there.
Now, what's about the young dude that hit the 15 points in the fourth quarter last night?
Walker the fourth? Yeah.
I mean, dude, what they say? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Stay ready for your moment. You never know when your moment's going to come. And he elevated for the moment to where there's people on the Warriors not elevating and ready for the moment. And that's the difference between last year and this year.
Well, I think also too, their bench is very short this year.
The bench short, hell, the team short too.
Well, that's the way they've been playing, and that is coming back on them.
Yeah.
We got to get to the next one. Randall asked if the Heat wanted more. I saw this. Is there some legitimacy to this?
Dog, when your star player just come out and question basically the whole integrity of his team, that's serious, bruh. Yo, do they just want it? So that means obviously you go back now, Jay, as an athlete,
right?
Like my teammates could say all the right things, but I know by their body language if they believe what they say. I've been in situations and in games to where you're like, come on, man, let's do this. We got this.
Right.
And yet you looking at the body language of the room and you like, shit, we about to get the brakes beat off us. Nothing you said is legit. And then there's other times where it's like, hey, man, you got to snap out of it. We got a whole nother half to play. And you see it, you like, you're right, let's do this. And the body language and everything else, you know when they say it. For Julius Randle to say this, he saw something that in the eyes of his teammates that said, hey, dog, give me that white towel. We throwing this shit in. We done.
Yeah. Yeah. Jonesy, what's up? Good to have you here. Yeah, I think the Warriors out of there too, kind of backing up. They done. And I think, we kind of talk about that with the body language as well. You can kind of tell at the end of that game, people ain't really popping off. The Knicks, it's the same way. And again, we said this last week, people discount Jimmy Butler and what he brings to a team. Philly did it, and they said, he's too harsh. We got to get rid of him because other players were like, oh, he's too harsh. He's too abrasive.
You essentially get rid of Jimmy Butler to keep Tobias Harris. Now, if they had Jimmy Butler on that team right now,
that worked
James Harden and Joel Embiid, they would have been on a championship run numerous times, I believe.
Numerous times, yeah. Dare I
say, Butler, they got rid of him also because they didn't like the way he was putting Ben Simmons in check.
Yes.
He was telling them how to be a pro.
Player. Yes, exactly. He's a vet player telling a young player, hey, what you doing ain't right.
What you doing ain't gonna work, fool.
So no, I think that there's two parts to that. Is Randall right for doing it that way?
I think, I'm not mad at Julius Randle because sometimes, and they tell you this, stay out of the media, stay out of the media and stay off of social media during these big times of the playoffs. Right. I think Julius Randle doing this is calculated. He's doing it knowing that one of his teammates is going to see it and pretty much respond to it. Or maybe he's hoping to get a positive response from throwing it out there like that. So I think it's calculated. So I'm not going to say he was wrong for doing it because I think at this point in time, you're back against the wall. It's all or nothing, dog. Like what they say, win or go home. So I think Julius Randle was trying to find a way to pull it out of his teammates to will them to a victory bid.
Do you think the Suns are better without CP3?
Whoa, boy. Hey, you see how they playing, dog? And I never thought I would say this. That's why I asked the question.
Right.
Are the Suns, hey, man, they're playing better without him right now. Ooh.
I mean, I can't deny what you're saying.
Guess what?
Because it's true.
I shot it, dog. I'm trying to start something.
I think it's just willing to say that, hey, you know what? His time has passed.
Oh.
Booker is the dude. KD is a better fit for that team to go through, to have the ball go through.
I mean, you just really don't want to give KD no props, huh?
What do you mean? I just say it's a good fit for the team and a better, the ball moves better through him.
I'm sorry. Let me.
Now, is he a superstar? Not anymore. All-star.
Kevin Durant is still a superstar.
I don't see how you can even fix your mouth to say that.
Hey, we'll talk about that more on the Chop Shop tomorrow. Because I know Reed is going to ask you the question, superstar versus all-star. And we'll talk about that tomorrow on the Chop Shop. Hey, and if you're just tuning in, you can catch us tomorrow on the Sports Chop Shop. Me, Big Game James, the Buff Nerd, J-Stogs, and the musicologist A. Reed. We need to try to start scratching up a guest. We got to start having just hey, if you are a legit sports fan and you want to come on and chop it up with us, shoot me a message. Let me see if we might be able to bring you in. Hey, it's the barbershop. Black Man's Country Club. I'm sorry, the Man's Country Club.
There you go.
We're gonna
Artie, I'm looking for you, bro. We got something for you. Come on out. Greg Artie. Let's go to top 5. Let's just top 5, bro.
That should have been my oh hell no. But I knew we had to say something for the goddamn chop this week.
We do. Top 5, let's do it.
You got me out my place, man.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and just have a top 10. Here at Big Game Sports Buzz, top 5. Who's in, who's out. This week, top 5 animals you don't want to fight. Jones, I'm going to respond to this real quick before we get into this. KD is still a superstar. Big Game, don't go there, bro. Hey, I'm going to go there. Check us out tomorrow, Chop Shop. Bring what you got, Jonesy. Bring what you got. Let's go into this, man. Top 5 animals you don't want to fight.
Hey, man, can I ask you a question, dog?
Yeah.
What happened to you this weekend?
Man.
Did you get chased by a dog or something? Like, what happened, dog?
Nah, I was on a trip.
Did you watch Cocaine Bear this weekend?
I saw some remnants of it. That's fun. I've seen it before. It's a good show.
Well,
Good movie.
You sent me this list, right? And first, I laughed. I just said, "Damn, that's a good one. Let's do this." Because I think everyone's had this conversation, Jay. I know I've had this conversation before. Like, man, I'll fight that. Would you fight this for a certain amount of money or whatever? So
right.
Top 5 animals that you would just hate to fight.
Yes.
And every animal I have on here, I wouldn't have a snowball's chance of hell to survive. Like, I would die. But this is what I got for you this week, dog. I got a tiger.
Okay.
A moose.
Yeah.
A lion. A bear. And a gorilla. There's something about silverbacks, like a big ass gorilla just scares the shit out of me, dog. I just feel like it'll be all bad. Now, these other animals, I just saw Cocaine Bear a couple weeks ago.
There you go.
And this one, it was a poorly done movie. It's way too, anyway, it's just way too much. It did the most. But you couldn't survive that, dog. You couldn't survive that. Trying to fight that damn bear, dog. Couldn't happen. Dude, I saw a moose one time, and I saw, you see moose, like, you think like Bullwinkle. I saw my father-in-law worked in Alaska for a year, and he sent me a picture of a moose at his window. It was like, like big as a Ford F-150.
They're huge.
It was gigantic.
They're really big.
I was like, really man, big. Please, I don't ever want to come across no moose, dog. Big. Just Lion King of the Jungle, tiger.
Yeah.
That's now I know you probably gonna come up with some old dark anime type animals, whatever, but that's what your boy got. That's all I got for you, dog.
Hey, look, I'm with you. Mine, I got kind of specific. Black bear is mine, because you know how them black bears are.
Okay. So what? Is a black bear,
a ram
would be a badass idea to fight.
You get G.O.A.T. Hey, Jonesy.
Now, Stogs. Supposedly, you got to finish your list, but I'm just want to ask, because you're a buff nerd, you know stuff like this.
I do.
Supposedly, the grizzly bear, you play dead and cover your neck up. But supposedly, if you swing back at a black bear, you scare him. Is this true?
Don't you believe that?
Don't believe that?
You go out there and you swing on a black bear and see what happens. This whole family gonna show up from the cookout and they're gonna mess you up.
So unless it's Yogi and Boo Boo, I better not be swinging on no bears.
Man, and the Yogi and Boo Boo were brown bears, not black bears. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just saying.
Continue, please.
Keeping with the theme, black mambas, those snakes, man, nuh-uh,
But see,
no sir.
I didn't put no snake. Can't you just run from a snake?
Okay, yeah, you try that. Do you know how fast a snake is very fast.
Okay. A
snake is very fast. That's why they tell you don't run from it. It's very fast. Crocodile. I'm kind of fearful of crocodiles. Because they'll roll you. Once you're in the water, there's nothing you can do.
Oh yeah, you're done.
And then you think, oh, okay, well, I'll get on land. Guess what? They can go on land too.
Yeah, they run up to 25 miles per hour, but they cannot turn sharp. So if an alligator is chasing you, just run zigzag, and they can't turn sharp. Stay with you.
But if I'm in a fight with it, I'm done.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, dog. I can respect your alligator or your crocodile.
I agree with you in the silverback. No, never. No.
Didn't you see Kong Island when they just grabbed Samuel L. Jackson and just ripped him apart? Yeah,
no hesitation, nothing. No, I'm good.
I'm straight.
And for my final one, an ostrich.
I'm sorry.
Listen, no. Look it up. Ostriches, look, yeah, legit, they get scared. But I'm gonna tell you what, man, they put them legs on you, it's a bad day for you.
Hey man, I just saw a video when the ostrich got mad and he stuck the wings out. And he was keeping up with the car. So it was a motorcycle. It ran a motorcycle down and just pecked the hell out of the dude riding the motorcycle. And I was like, God damn, I didn't know ostrich was that damn fast. And that's a big bird too, dog.
It's a huge bird.
That's a big. You know what? I love your list, dog. I really love the ostrich. Like the crocodile. I thought about the gator and everything, but I was like, I can get away from that.
An orangutan will slap you to death with those Kawhi Leonard ass heads.
Hey, man.
Don't he have those hands though? Yes, he does.
Yeah. An orangutan could scratch his ankles from just stand. Yeah, them some long hands, dog. You're right.
And they big and heavy, bro. Just
big and heavy. Hey man, y'all please, if y'all checking the show out after we on live, please comment and I will have the chapters in here tomorrow so you can just find the top 5. And let us know your top 5. The top 5 animals you would not want to fight, because I'm telling you, boy, it's gonna be some smoke in the city.
Man, there's one I definitely didn't put on here that I should have.
Go ahead, give me an honorable mention, because I used to do it all the time. I thought that. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that because I saw that movie Kangaroo Jack before. And
hey, man, that's it. And was it a poochin? Them small monkeys. It's a small monkey, man, but they put hands on you. They quick and fast, bro. They quick and fast, man. They Earl Spence Jr. of the animal.
God. Oh no, I'm done. I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more.
Yo, I'm J-Stogs, the buff nerd.
Hey, and I'm your boy Big Game James. Again, this is the new home of Big Game Sports Buzz. That's Big Game Sports and Entertainment Network, BGSE Network. Y'all please make sure that y'all check us out on all those social media outlets down there below. And the link is also in the description. Until next time, for the Buff Nerd, I'm your boy Big Game. Peace.
Dope. It's a dope groove.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB